The country vice president, national president, International Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA, Amina Susanna Agbaje, has expressed her dissatisfaction at the vices being faced by women in the society, calling on both the state and the federal government to work in synergy with the organization in eradicating violence being meted against women and girls in focal communities. Globally, the fight for the rights of women has been the call of activists, leaders, and organizations from the world over, as violence and abuses against women and girls has been on a continuous increase, ranging from rape, molestation, and murder. Though, according to researchers, many scientists and experts have come to the term that women alone are not just the victims of such vices, but men alike. Speaking on the role the International Federation of Women Lawyers have played in addressing these social vices being meted at women and girls, the country vice president, Amina Agbaje, stated that gender-based violence is also a public health concern that requires urgently both local and international actions to curb the menace.
We are advocating and we sensitize the relevant stakeholders so that they will be aware of the provisions of the law. Once they know the provisions of the law as pertaining sexual gender-based violence issues, they will be able to take advantage of those laws and then challenge harmful practices that are militating against the society, particularly those that are hampering the progress of women and children in our society.
The keynote speaker, Bosse Rossi, buttressed on the prevalence and strategies that must be followed in addressing the social norms that negatively affect the status of women and also the entrenching of the violence against women and girls.
Cannot say enough of engagement with community stakeholders and community gatekeepers if we must end SGBV. And engaging them, we must have a coordinated and inclusive approach. And then knowing very well that we are going to be resisting some norms that they are used to. So we must be patient, we must celebrate those, we must work at their pace. And then for us to be able to take them from the level they are to another, the entry point should be the law. So that they understand that the law is not a respecter of anybody.
All the speakers gave their words on what must be done in putting an halt to the violence being meted at women and girls.
In Nigeria, where we have survivors of gender-based violence who file official reports and sometimes experience social media, personal or family backlash and defamation, including retaliatory investigation in some cases and subtle hostility, things can even get trickier for survivors of gender-based violence.
At the time, those that are supposed to prosecute, that are supposed to go further in making sure that perpetrators are brought to book, when they do what they are supposed to do, then it will serve as an example for those that are patronizing gender-based violence in our society.
From Lagos, Emmanuel Olubobokun, KAFTAN Television.